Hello, everyone. I am Miss Sue. I am so honored to tell you another story from the Bible. Did you know that Jesus was a great storyteller? He often told stories to his disciples and to all of the people who came to hear him. Jesus used his stories to help people understand God's love for them. One day, he told them this story to help them understand who would live with him in heaven one day. A man owned much property, and he had made a lot of money. Every day he worked hard developing his property. He put out crops, he bought sheep and cattle. They produced well, and he became very wealthy. One day, he discovered that he needed to take a trip. This trip would be a long trip far away. He would be gone for several years. Who would take care of his money? Who would see that his business would continue to grow? He thought and thought. He had the answer. 3 of his servants had shown responsibility and skills. They would take care of his business and wealth. He called in each of these servants. To the first servant, he gave 5 bags of gold. To the second servant, he gave 2 bags of gold. And to the third servant, he gave 1 bag of gold. Take care of my money, he said to each of them. Use your skills to develop my property. Then he left. The first man who had been given 5 bags of money immediately went to work. What do you think he might have done with the money? Scripture doesn't tell us, but perhaps he bought some land with it. On this land, he might have planted crops. He would take care of the crops, fertilize and water them, then harvest them. By the time several years had passed, he had saved the money each crop brought in. When he counted all of the money, he now had 10 bags of gold to give back to his master in place of the 5 bags. The second man also began to work right away. He may have used his money to buy sheep. He took very good care of the sheep, and after several years, his sheep herd had doubled in numbers. He was able to sell the sheep. Instead of 2 bags of money, what do you think? He had 4 bags of money to give to his master. I can hardly wait to see what the third servant did with that money. Let's take a peek. Oh, no, the third servant is afraid. His boss expected total loyalty. He demanded hard work. The servant wondered, what if I lose the money? What if someone steals it? He was so afraid that he dug a deep hole and hid the money. There it sat until the master would return. After many years, the master did return. He called in each servant. The man who had been given 5 bags of gold proudly gave him 10 bags of gold. Well done, the boss said. You have proven yourself. I will give you more to take care of. You will always be by my side. The man who had been given 2 bags proudly gave him 4 bags of gold. Well done, said the boss. You have proven yourself. You will be given more to take care of. You will always be by my side. The man who had been given 1 bag brought in the 1 bag of gold. Here, sir, I knew that you expected a lot. I was afraid I might lose it, so I buried it where it would be safe until you came home. The boss was very angry with him. What a lazy, wicked man you are, he said. If you were afraid, why didn't you at least put my money in the bank so it would earn some interest? The boss took the bag of gold from him and gave it to the one who had 10 bags so that he could use the money well. He sent the lazy servant away. Why do you think Jesus told this story? Jesus wanted everyone to know that each of you have an ability that can be used for God. I want to tell you about my friend Earl. Earl and his wife Ruth Ann loved Jesus so much that they decided to go to Brazil because the people there did not know about Jesus. They spent 1 year raising money and learning about Brazil. Then they spent a second year learning to speak Portuguese so that they could communicate well with the Brazilian people. Each year they taught more people about God's love. Each person they taught began to share with others. And after several years, they began to dream about how they could do more. They decided to buy a big boat that would go up the Amazon. They wanted to visit the villages along the Amazon River. Did you know the Amazon River is 4,000 miles long? The people who live in those villages did not have medical doctors. Many of them had an eye disease that would cause them to go blind. They knew nothing about God or Jesus. Earl's dream was to get doctors and nurses from the United States to donate 2 weeks a year to go up the Amazon with him. Earl worked and worked to make his dream come true. He now has 2 boats that go up the Amazon once a month, bringing medicine and treatments for people who are ill. Earl tells these people about the love of God each time he goes. Brazilian people love to sing and dance. Earl has taught them to sing and dance in praise of God. Because of Earl, most of the eye problems that these people have are cured. Because of Earl, many people know Jesus Christ and his love. Earl took 1 bag of gold and turned it into many bags. God will say to Earl one day, "Well done, Earl. Come and live with me." Boys and girls, we don't have to be missionaries, but we can use whatever gift or skill that God has given us to make lives better for other people and to tell them about God's love for them. You can start by smiling at people and doing something nice for someone who might be unhappy.